So Ellie, thank you for shopping the Avenue show with me because I think it's everyone's dream. I go to these shows all the time, but to go with an expert, someone who has a design eye and insight, and I want to hear what some of your favorite pieces are, if there's some things that I love, how you would use them. I think that gives a whole nother level and appreciation to the show.
Wonderful. Look at that screen. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that is gorgeous.
So these kind of screens can be used in two specific places. I love them in dining rooms where they can shield the light from the kitchen. I also love it behind a sofa in the living room, a la Coco Chanel, because one thing that's fantastic is not to have all the artwork flat against the wall. So this becomes art and sculpture at the same time, and you get those shadows of how the light hits it. Look at the jewelry. There's so much jewelry.
That coral necklace. I saw this picture.
Hi, Kat. How are you? Tell us about the coral necklace. It's Belperon.
Don't tell us about the coral necklace. Give us the coral necklace.
That would be
we would like to touch it.
It's interesting. This is one of the first women to ever make her livelihood by being a jeweler, and she's incredibly well known.
What's her name?
Susanna Belperon, and she mostly worked in the 30s and the 40s, and I actually have been lucky enough to buy a few pieces. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at this. And look flowers with the little diamonds inside.
Tangible.
This is just one of the
This is really, really a signature piece.
The what? That is.
And I don't think there's too much bling. Do you?
No, Ellie, put it on now. I want to see I want to appreciate how it opens.
There's a wonderful trick about how her things open. Here, I'm going to take off my watch.
Well, I actually like how easy it is. Again, there's a practicality. Boom, you're done. Ellie, look at it with your ring.
It matches. Okay, one other really important thing to remember when you're buying jewelry, if you're lucky enough to be able to buy or interested in buying signed pieces, it's really a much better investment than things that aren't signed, because these things will trade. They're considered works of art and they will trade forever. Here's another really important tip when you shop at an antique show or an antique store. This is a dealer, a very fine dealer, mostly for silver. When you find the odd thing that's not part of their normal wares, it's often something really affordable because it's something that they bought maybe when they were cleaning out somebody's house. So this mirror, which I priced last night, which is fantastic.
It's so beautiful.
The 50s. It's done in Eglo-Mise, which is reverse painting on glass. Again, with a kind of Japanese feeling. Is really reasonable, and I think it's reasonable because it's at the silver dealer, not at the furniture dealer.
This is actually Harry Benson. Did you say he was here
last night?
I saw him last night,
and he is the most wonderful man. He was the person who documented the Beatles.
The Beatles, yes.
When they
I have some of his books, and the way that it's horizontal versus vertical, it's so interesting. And then look,
horizontal art. I could really opine about that. I don't know if you've ever thought about the problem of what to put on top of a king-size bed.
Not as much as you.
I think about it all the time, and the problem is that most artworks are not wide enough to make a statement over a bed that's 78
to reach
80,
across. Yes.
78 or 80 inches wide. So either we do a series of small things, or else we always look for something like this that's over 48 inches wide.
They can do the trick of all the way across.
Look at this coffee table.
Beautiful.
This is so fantastic. And we can even sit down and while we talk about it.
There's no one that wouldn't love this coffee table, I feel like. Any one of your clients. Yeah.
It's also very rare because apparently, as far as the dealer knows, as far as Glenn knows, this is the only coffee table that was ever made by Tommy Parsinger.
Really?
And what I love about it is coffee tables are so hard to find because, first of all, there's no antique equivalent. You know, they were never invented until like 1920. People used tea tables. Which were up high, so if you're sitting on your sofa...
You're right.
Yeah, they were on settees,
Why didn't they think of it sooner? Didn't they need it?
Well,
People didn't relax as much.
That's for sure, and you had all those dresses that constricted you, so you had to sit up straight.
It all tracks back.
Yeah, it's all related. What I love about this is the two colors of wood, the diamond
so beautiful.
pattern.
It's almost aubergine, even though it's not a brown. It almost is like a...
I think it's a plum. Yeah, it's a plum color. And then I always think it's important for a coffee table to really function. There's nothing better than having a shelf on a coffee table because then you can put all your magazines there, your family albums.
So Ellie, I know you have a lot of very strong feelings about chandeliers. Where they've been, where they're going. This one is fabulous.
This is fantastic.
Are people buying pieces this
Yes, they are because I legend them. They have to have chandeliers in every room.
Even if they have a modern decor.
Oh, I love this with modern furniture. I love the juxtaposition.
Even more, probably.
Even more. What's great about a chandelier is that it uplights. So all of a sudden, when I add a chandelier to a home, the ceilings look 2 feet taller.
And women look better.
Women look better, incredibly important. And it's very nice, even light.
This chandelier has rooms for candles. Or do you sometimes
I
wire it so that
it's a little bit of a journey. You have to get a fantastic person to help you wire it,
but worth it.
Candles are a problem because they're really, really romantic, but then they drip on the table.
So you're thinking even in a piece like this, it's worth taking it, wiring it up so you can really use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Susanna, thanks for coming with me to the show today. It was a really great show this year. There's really something for everybody.
I learned a lot from you. I learned from what you see and also a million different points on how to make the room look more beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you.